install the 3-camera system outdoors with the module. It doesn't show the module on the box, but it comes with the module also. And what comes in the box here shows you right here. This is all the technology, ultra affordable, and the best part, it's all wireless. Okay, here it is, the Blink XT 3-camera. These are the outdoor cameras. I bought all this on Amazon and went on sale. I've been wanting some cameras, and these have the ease of being totally wireless. There's no wire of any kind. There's no power supply. There's no signal. All there is your wireless connection. So make sure you have a good internet feed so you can run these with no problem. So I got 2 for indoor, and we'll open those up real quick, see what's in there. We got the instructions, and we got the camera itself, and in the bottom, well, a lot of packaging here. In the bottom we have the batteries, and we have the mount. Now you can mount it either looks like with a screw or with double stick tape. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, so there's the double stick tape. There's the mount. Mounts on the back. This goes on the wall. Here's the camera adjustment. Let's see how that kind of works out. Alright, anyway, so the mount goes on in the back. You can mount it either with a screw, and I've gone ahead and replaced these batteries with some energizers, so they're charged, so I can for the demonstration. So there's one, and of course it comes also with a little instruction page. These cameras, they're only going to need one blink control or sync module. So that comes in this one here. These are the outdoor cameras right here. So I'm going to take the outdoor cameras, and it's packaged pretty nice. Here's the control module. So this control module will work for these indoor cameras, and these are the outdoor weatherproof cameras. So comes with the control module, and here's the control module accessories. Comes with the USB plug and the USB cable, and we'll put that back in there. And then each camera comes with its own set of accessories. So in here you've got the mount and the batteries in each stick. So each one goes with each camera. Now when you're tying these in to the internet, the easiest way is when you open these backs, okay, there's a little arrow, and you push this arrow and you prop the prongs out of there. That's a little difficult. I've done it once for the purpose of this demonstration, just to see how hard it is. So there's the 2 energizers that came with it. So what you'll want to do is on the app, they'll ask you to add a device. So each device has the little QR code, and you'll take your iPhone, or I guess your Android phone too, and you'll just scan over it, and it'll automatically log in the number. Now I did notice on these cameras, that's the only place the serial number is. But like on the smaller camera here, if you open the box, the QR code is right there along with the serial number. So you could just put in the new batteries and scan it there. So these you'll have to leave open, put the batteries in, and then add the device and put the lid back on. So for the purpose of the demonstration, I've put all the batteries in and scanned them. So You'll have to make sure that this section is for the clips. There's a little spot for a USB cable, so you want to match that up. Put the solid end down first, and then pull this back, and then it should clip right in there. Now this has got a rubber seal around the whole thing for outdoor rain and indoor. So we'll just peel off the little covering, and we'll pull off this here, and this is the back side, the mounting. So what you want to do is, okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to the App Store, and we're going to search for the app. And we're going to punch in Blink. Home monitor app. And there it is. It's this one right here. So I've already downloaded it and opened it. So once you download it, we'll take right here. Here's your Blink app, and it'll ask you to name your system, and then it'll say add all your devices. Okay, so before you do that, you need to plug in the sync module. So I've got the sync module here, and I got the plug, and I got the USB adapter. So this is my array here of all my stuff, so I'm just going to plug it in right here. Pretty simple. Plug it into the plug. Plug the module in. Take that and just plug it right in. Okay, so that'll get you going. Okay, what they don't tell you in the instructions is when you you pull this mounting plate out, it's got the optional spot for a double stick tape or a screw, but this part here has to mount into the back plate of the camera. So what they don't tell you is you got to pop this thing out. It's not in the instructions. So now this way, when you put the camera up there, you just snap that in there like that. So now you can mount the camera on the wall with the double stick tape. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, so that's what makes this so quick. Okay, and then you just put this back on here. You've got the opening for the USB jack, so we want to put the screws in there first and then pop it in there, just like that. So now your camera is ready to go. So if you get this thing on here and this is a little loose, there is an adjustment screw right here. You can just tighten it up with the screwdriver, and that way it'll make it harder to bend. Okay, so I've got 3 for outside and 2 for inside. So my front door right there, I'm going to try and cover it so if anybody was to break in, I would see it. So as I'm looking around here, I got a lot of things up here. I got a light, an old, I don't know what that was, some kind of alarm system, and then I got another light. I got, wow, I don't even know what that is. I think that was an alarm too. And I got my Nest, and I got another light. So I figured I'm going to screw it right into this plate that used to be for the old fire alarm, and that way I can cover the front of the door there. So let's see if we can just put it up. Okay, and I'm going to take the screw that came with it, and I'm not going to do the plastic, and we're going to mount it right on that old faceplate for electrical out. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to hook the camera. I removed the plug from the back, so let's hook it up there. Okay. Okay, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I got one that's going to be hooked up outside here, but I want to get one on the inside, just inside the patio here, because this is a door wall entry. So I got this one here, so I picked out this spot here. I'm going to put it right there, as long as I don't get yelled at. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so I opted for this spot here. It's near the electrical plugs. And I think it won't be as noticeable as if I stuck it up here. So we're going to put it right down here. Okay, the camera has a little hole in it now. Okay. So I've added all the cameras. I've added these two Blink indoor cameras, and I've actually loaded them all on there and added them all. So I have these three that I added for outside, although I haven't hooked those. I'm not going to hook those up right now. It's a little cold out, so maybe later today. So you pretty much set them. And if you look, the sync module is ready to go, and it's really simple to tie it in. Follow the instructions that are on the app for installing the sync module. It's really easy. It'll ask you to go to your settings and pick sync module or Blink Home and a number, pick that, and then when it's done hooking it up, it'll disconnect, it'll go right back to your internet. So here, I think, is the front door inside, and you've got a whole selection here of how long the clip is. If you just read it there, you can see all the stuff, okay? And you can delete a camera and then re-add it if you have a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at the front, the door wall. Okay, in the camera accessories, I've already taken out the batteries. At the other end is the mounting bracket. So this one is about the same. It's got one screw, and it looks like it detaches a little differently. The hole is already there, so all I got to do is push it on there. So it looks just about identical to what it was. So let's try and mount one outside. So I think what I'm going to do is put it right underneath the light here, and it'll look like a piece of it'll look like a piece of the decorative. So let me give that a shot. I got a cement drill bit. Don't have a hammer drill, but let's try it. Okay, so I got it in there, used a concrete drill bit and a molly, stuck it in there so it would come out like this. Doesn't look too bad there. But as you can see, if you roll this down and out just like this, you can pretty much have it in any angle you want just by rolling this down or pulling it out. I was originally going to install it up in this corner here, but there isn't enough range forward or backwards. I would have had to go backwards. So So here's where I mounted the second outdoor camera. And the coverage is going to be like right over there. So I think it'll have a longer area. So I got a motion detector light back here, and I think it'd be a good spot just to put the camera. But if I can get it to go from like back here in this spot, that might be better. I just don't know if the Wi-Fi will reach that far. So I'm gonna see if I'll take a sample picture, see what happens. All right, I'm gonna go to the app. I can hold this up there. It seems to work, so I'm gonna hook it up right here. Be a good spot. All right, I'm going to peel off the stuff here. Let's take a look on the app on the phone. Take the snapshot, and you can see the thing going around. Okay, and there it is. I got the whole top of the patio and the light. So that's a pretty decent picture. So that's all 5 of them right there. Let me run through them real quick and you can see. Okay, we got this one here, which that is one of the outdoor cameras from the outdoor set. And let's go up to the next one here. Up around the whole deck. Put that up there. I might move that one out. And let's go to the next one. Then we got the one on the front porch. It's right here. If you can see it right there. Okay, and then I installed the 4th one right there. Shoots into the doorway. And then the 5th one, I don't know, it seems kind of low right there, but I don't know, maybe I'll change that location. So let's go see what the app looks like now that I've filled it full of cameras. There it is on the phone. Link is back here on page 3. And okay, so right away it shows what I picked as our system, our home. And there's the front door, and there's the front door inside, the side of house, and the patio under deck, and the inside patio door wall. So you can still add more devices. So what I'm gonna do now, if I just turn this, I'm not sure there's a place you can really tell what live is. So if I stuck this on there, that's the live camera. And you can do it in widescreen, so you see more picture. So that's what I'm seeing live. Oh, and there the color and there's the sound. So there's a length of time for your clip up to 1 minute, and then it starts again. So it starts again like 10 seconds later or 30. You can set that trigger how many more seconds before, and then it's even asking me now, do I want to continue? Yeah. So I'm going to continue with the live, looking at it live. My hands are pretty cold. And then turn it this way. And there's the ladder I left there. And you can hear the sound, because the sound is enabled. So if I was going to do this, whoops, I would probably enable the sound for the outside items, but I'd maybe turn off the sound for the inside. If you go through to, let's go through the rest of them. There's the side, here's the back patio. Let's see how that's working. That's probably my furthest away. Oh, seems to be working just fine. Awesome. So there's the install. I know I didn't go over too much of the app, but as you can see, just connecting those, it just says add a product, and then on some of them the QR code is on the side of the box, but most of the time you're going to have to leave the back panel off, put the batteries in, and then scan the QR code. So, and everything is pretty self-explanatory after that. You don't have to be a real genius, but follow the instructions when you tie in from the beginning with the sync module. So, okay, and the app also has the clip roll section, which if you look down here, it's a little folder up near the top. So if you press that on, okay, it'll tell you how much storage you've used up. Now, I accidentally had these on, so it'll come up and it'll see what it recorded for movement, and that was earlier today. Apparently somebody moved in front of there. And then it was set for a minute. So if there's no movement after 1 minute, it'll turn off. And that's another adjustment you can make in the menu. So, and one thing I can tell you, my conclusion is, I would probably stick with buying all the outdoor cameras. They seem to be of a better quality, probably because they're outdoor cameras. So I would get them even for the inside. I'm not sure if they sell cover plates, but I have seen them online somewhere. We'll catch you later, and keep on do-it-yourselfing. Thanks. So I opted on this one just to screw it in, the screw that came with the mount and the plate.